Welcome to the Chew on This podcast. Join your host, Dr. Katie Chew, and her guests as they chew on what matters, one story at a time.
Well, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Chew on This podcast. And I'm your host, Katie Chew. So today we are in a very different setting. We are in San Diego with my guest, Beverly Bianes.
Yes, that's correct.
And tell my audience who or where we are at, actually.
We are in San Diego downtown, and there actually is a little small restaurant called Kansas City Barbecue.
I think there's a sign
Yes.
right here. And I think they had used this restaurant with the bar and the piano in the Top Gun.
Yep.
The original Top Gun, right?
Original first Top Gun.
Yes. And so, and we are here because of COA, the California Optometric Association.
House of Delegates. Yes.
And so it's a busy week, 2 days?
Yep,
Or
it's
3
a
days?
busy week. Basically, the House of Delegates is where elective representatives from each societies all over California come together, and they just kind of have these meetings to talk about policies, vote on resolutions, actually just trying to guide where our profession is going.
Wonderful. And so how active have you been with this association?
Oh my gosh, right when I graduated from optometry school, I joined the society as a young new grad. I actually found my first job just coming to the meeting after I graduated. And then I've been just involved ever since. So I served as professional affairs for 5 years, and then I had my children, and then I just recently came back on the board.
And so you also are a practicing optometrist,
I know.
right? And so I think you had shared a little bit about your history of 1 or 2 private practices, or how many practices do you have? Or
I opened 3 practices
Oh, wow.
cold. So when we first graduated from optometry school, my husband and I opened a really small private practice cold in a city called National City. And then we decided to open up another one in a neighboring city called Chula Vista. Then after that, we grew so much at our Chula Vista office, so we closed our National City office and then opened up, we bought a building and opened up a 3,000 square foot office
wow,
in East Lake.
wow. And so 3,000, that's how many exam rooms? Probably
It was a 4
4?
exam
Okay.
rooms.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've had a very busy career in both, I guess, the policy making behind the scenes
Yes.
and with the legislative aspects for our profession. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to introduce you to my platform. What we're going to do is we're going to pull questions from these little bags. I have the hard chews, and where's your bag? Yours is the soft chews, okay?
Yes.
And so I think I kind of filled you in. We're going to each pull a question. Since you're my guest, you're going to be pulling from the soft chews first, and then
Okay.
we're each going to take turns answering that question, okay?
Oh.
And for those who are new to listening to the podcast, the soft chews are the ones that are going to be easier to swallow and easier to chew on, just because they're going to be more lighthearted questions, okay?
Sounds like fun.
But the hard chews are going to be the ones, life questions, life moments that will make us think a little bit more and pause and be more reflective, okay? All right, so I'm going to have you start.
Okay. There you go. This is fun. What's your favorite season and why?
Okay. You want to go first?
Sure. There's 2 seasons I really like, so I have to pick one.
Yeah, well, go with one first.
Okay.
And if you feel like you have to share the other one, you could definitely do that as well.
Okay.
So,
Well, I love summer. That's probably my favorite because I just the sun just makes me happy and it energizes me. I love to be outdoors. I like to walk and hike. So that's my favorite season.
And what was your second?
My second one would be spring.
That's my first.
Oh, okay.
Spring. I'm actually flipped.
Okay.
So those are my two seasons.
Okay.
But spring would be my first. And it's only because I love the sun, but I also like the breezy mornings of spring, you know, and the smell of just fresh rain, you know, because during the spring we'll get some light rain, but not like winter or fall. And so, but yeah, I think summer, it's just that being in California, sometimes it can get a little bit too hot.
That's true.
And it gets a little bit uncomfortable, but at least I feel like our humidity isn't so bad like some other states when it gets hot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
And I like spring because all the flowers are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are in San Diego. There's a small little city right in between LA and going to San Diego where there's all these beautiful flowers.
Yes, it's in Carlsbad, right by the outlet, so all the tulips come out, and so you can feel the array of flowers and the colors. It's so beautiful.
It's been decades for me, so I haven't, I just remember, like maybe 20 years ago, that was my last visit to go see the flowers, but the tulips, wow, stunning.
Yes.
Stunning. All right, so I'm going to pull from the hard shoes. Do you think you're ready for this one? Get comfortable. I was kind of shifting. So we're seated on these hard, high, like bar stool height benches here. So all right, here we go.
Can I tell them the reason why I'm dressed like this?
Oh yes, please do.
I'm not normally dressed like this, so
we had a theme.
We had a theme tonight because this restaurant is where Top Gun was filmed, and so I was like I was trying to get in the theme. We have our aviator glasses too, but I won't wear them.
I have some too.
Yes.
And but mine are a little bit out of reach right now. Okay, so the hard shoe question here is, what has life taught you about people that books or training never could? You go and read it.
What has life taught you about people that books or training never could? Are you going first?
I don't have an answer yet, but if I am going to go first, unless you have one already. Not yet? Okay, so I'll attempt.
Okay.
What has life taught you about people that books or training never could? I think for me, life has taught me that the essence of people, that they are good. That they are good.
Yeah.
I always have to remind myself that if there are situations where I am left with a feeling that, you know, maybe they're not kind or sincere about their motives, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm in those situations, I always will try to keep an open mind that there might be circumstances in their life, but that the essence of every person is good.
Right.
And so, but yeah, I think that's what life has taught me. And so, how are you going to answer?
I was going to go on that kind of pathway as well. But I have to say, these questions are almost like, you know, a beauty pageant kind of question. So that's why I would never go on a beauty pageant, because the day makes sure.
I thought you were going to say you have been on a beauty pageant.
I was going to say world peace. No. So, no, I really do think what books and, you know, cannot teach you is that there's always something inside a person that you don't know what's going on in their lives. And books can't really capture that. That only you being with people that you can actually kind of, like you said, the essence of who that person really is. And just digging deep and just being with them and spending some time with them. That books can never teach you.
You know, as you were talking, it kind of reminded me of, like, reading a text message,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Reading a text message is so different than talking to them on the phone or even seeing them in person, right? Maybe the same words,
Yes.
but completely different meanings because you're there in person with them, right?
Yeah.
You feel the energy, you can look into their eyes, you hear the intonation of their voice.
Yes.
So different.
Yes.
Right?
Because sometimes I create their tone in their text
Messaging,
message,
right?
and I would say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're really mad at me." Like, right?
I think we've all been, yes.
And then you call them up and they go, "What? I was never mad at you." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah.
I know. So that's one of the things about
Yeah.
text messages. It can be interpreted very differently from the intent.
I agree.
Yeah, but I think we both answered this. Okay. Soft chew.
Yeah. Not bad. Okay. What's your go-to way to celebrate good news? I'll do that one.
Okay.
That's easy.
Go ahead.
What I like to do when I have good news, I love to be around people. I just like to celebrate with people. I like to talk to them and, tell them the good news. I just like
so
to
much
be around.
alike.
I like to be around people,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
I was going to say that's my answer. Yeah, you know what? Whenever I am celebrating something, right, with good news, my go-to way is literally I will pick up the phone.
Yep.
And it's the same.
Yeah.
It's like and it's not, and I don't want people to interpret, and my good friends, they never interpret it this way,
Yeah.
but some people can if they don't know us well enough, like they
Right.
think we're just tooting our own horn. But it's not, it's just, again, our essence that is just coming out because it's like this happiness of joy or whatever.
Right.
We just want to share it.
Yeah.
And that's why we pick up the phone or call people or let people know.
Or you always call up the people you love because you know that
It will make them happy.
They're very happy.
Yes.
They'll be happy for you.
Yeah.
Because of what you're celebrating yourself. So, yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah. One of the first people that I usually call will be my father.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though sometimes he may not know exactly what I mean that I had just done.
I know.
And, like one time I think I called him and I said, "Oh my gosh, Dad, I spoke in front of a large group of people,
Yeah,
right?"
yeah,
And, he can't really conceptualize what type of audience or how big of a crowd and all that. But, when I finally got a video one time of me being on stage and I was able to play that back for him, that was such a priceless gift for me to have that video. Because it's very seldom that you have something like that that's recorded. And I was able to show it to him.
He would have been so proud of you.
Oh, he was, and it was such I was so thankful. I called up the company that sent me the video, and I was just like, wow, this was the best gift ever that I've been given, and I can share it with my father. So, yeah.
That's so nice.
Okay, I think we both answered that one, and then we're gonna go. Okay. I had my staff make sure that they print them large.
Yeah, that's good.
The first podcast that I did, literally, it was micro print. And good thing we were at my office because, there was a lot of good lighting, but I saw myself pulling things further out. So what truth about life do you hold on to no matter what? What truth about life do you hold on to no matter what? I know this one.
I do too.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to go first or you want me?
Did I go first last time? Okay, you go first because I went first last time.
Okay. I hope people will understand what I'm going to say. Because it sounds dark, but I don't mean it in a dark way. The truth about life is that it is going to end.
Well, that causes you to live.
And that I hold on to it no matter what, because yes, I I know every day that I may not have the next moment. And
Yeah.
so because I hold on to that, it makes me live harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me live harder.
Yeah.
And everything that I'm doing right now is at such a exponential momentum of achieving things that my younger self, without realizing that this, I may not have the next moment, I would have just, sometimes not procrastinate, but just feel like, oh, it can wait till tomorrow
Yeah.
to do it, or I'll think about it, right?
Right.
And I'm at this point in my life where I don't need to contemplate about things anymore or to think much about it. If it's something that is going to spark joy, then I am going to do it. So that's where I am. Yeah. How are
Yeah.
you going to answer it?
What was after you saying that? There's two parts. Then, well, the truth to life is that I was, and I think I spoke to you about. I have a great faith that I know I'm put on this earth for a purpose, and so that how you live your life is through that purpose, right? And what you said is that we don't have any time. I read a really great book. It was called Live Your Fourth Quarter Intentionally. And so that book was talking about that kind of like, sometimes we get caught up in our work, but then what is really important, like especially this fourth quarter of my life, because I'm 60. So we're actually, the life expectancy is like 80, right? So we are in our last quarter. And so how are you going to live that life intentionally and purposely? And so sometimes we don't take that time to experience the fun things. Like maybe I would have never done this podcast a long time ago, but I'm 60 now. Like what fear?
Yeah.
Well, get in the
you know what
way?
my phrase is? It's what the heck?
Oh.
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah. That's what I say now too. Like, hey, it's not your forte, but it's going to be fun with Katie, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, and the other things is like, use your gifts. Use your gifts. Whatever you have, give it freely, right? And then actually just live in the moment. Like, don't think so much about it. Like, don't think about, like, oh, what are they going to talk about? What are they going to tell me? What, what are they going to say about me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
those are
I know.
things I'm learning a little bit more as I'm just aging. So.
You know these phrases like the golden years, right?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
entering
yeah.
into our golden years, or aging, gracefully, and I can see why they were put into place. Like it wasn't to soften things up for us, right?
Right.
I am really embracing those concepts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That I am going to make my, the golden years golden, right?
Yeah.
And I am going to, make them into whatever they call it, the graceful, years and things like that. So, all right. I know. That's why I first started like, oh, is it, kind of dark to talk about how I'm always thinking about, death, right? But death makes you.
Like, how are you going to leave your legacy, right?
Exactly.
It's basically what you always think about. Like, I don't want people to. Well, the book starts off with this lady dreaming that she passed away and that people are coming to say a eulogy. And her favorite son goes up and says she was an okay mom. And like, she said, like, how can that be? Like, how can I just be an okay mom?
Oh.
And so it kind of made her start, like, so she woke up from the dream. And so she started, like, searching and basically.
How she could be just
Yes.
an okay.
Yeah,
mom.
like, how can she be more,
I think we can always be more, and I think that's what gives me the motivation to still continue to move forward and not feel like, I think the younger self, or my younger self, there were so many times in my life where I always felt stuck,
Me too.
right? But it was because of the things that we were taught,
Right.
and I slowly had to unlearn. So
Me too.
all right, we did great on that one.
I
Okay, so you do
know.
the soft chew.
Soft chew here. Okay, here we go. What place makes you feel most relaxed?
Oh,
Yeah. I think mine is the shower. Like, my best thinking
Yeah.
comes in the shower. And I just like the warm water, the smells, and everything.
nice, nice. Do you ever do baths or?
I do baths too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can totally appreciate what you're saying because I can imagine that. But when you read the question, the first thought that came into my head was a good massage.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah,
That makes me relax
Yeah.
too.
because a lot of times I'll go into a massage because I'm already feeling stressed, right? So I'm already mentally telling myself, Katie, you need to relax. And so then when the actual massage gets started, it's like then I can really start to appreciate it because there was a reason why I needed it, right? But there are times when I just make it into a routine. So even though I already feel relaxed, I'll go in. But I think the best times are when I'm stressed, and it just makes it feel so much better. Yeah,
I love doing that on
Yeah.
vacation, going
Oh.
for massages
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah. So since you said on vacation, there was this one trip. I had the massage done, out by the ocean, and it was so relaxing that literally I think within 5 minutes of the 1 hour massage, I had fallen asleep.
I know.
And at that point I was kind of disappointed in myself. I was like, how did I, like,
Yeah.
because when you fall asleep, you end up like not even realizing. You wake up and you're like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, that's what I said. I go, did I actually pay for that?
Exactly.
What did I pay for?
So it's like now I always try to tell myself, don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta enjoy every moment of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. That was a soft chew. We're going to do hard chew. And what life lesson took you the longest to learn? Okay, I'm going to have you go first on this one since I don't know yet.
What life lesson took you the longest to learn?
We have this fan going in this restaurant, and so that's why I'm holding on to all these questions right now because they're literally being blown off the table. So,
What life lesson took you the longest to learn? I think what life lesson taught me, I went through phases of feeling not confident in myself. And it wasn't until when our practice got bought out through private equity and corporate started coming in, and they kept on thinking that they knew more. And then I started doubting myself, like I really started doubting myself, like, oh, they probably do know more. And I actually took a step back and not having that confidence in myself until I finally started saying, like, yeah, you did so much when you were in school. Like, how could you think that? So I started working on myself a little bit more. So the life lessons were there's never too late to start learning new things. So I started learning things like going on the computer, making a PowerPoint presentation, and started to take Toastmasters classes, like to start to learn how to talk better.
Yeah.
In public, and
this is all after private equity
yeah
came in.
2018, and then I started pushing myself to start joining different organizations, and I found myself really enjoying.
But you were always busy, so you were just getting from a different mindset, right?
Because I had my own business at first, so I was putting a lot of my, my energy and building my practice and my patients and having my children. So, and then all of a sudden, as I got, my children's was gone, and then we had private practice, and then we got bought out from private equity, and then
So the world's changed.
Then I didn't have my
right?
practice anymore, and I'm like, where's my skills now? Like, what do I do now? So I had to I guess life lesson is reinvent yourself. You're never old. You're never too old to learn new things and start trying new things. And that's.
I'm trying to think, what life lesson took you the longest to learn? I think the things that you were saying really does resonate with me as well, because a lot of the things that I've done in 2025 and then I'm continuing into this year are all things that I used to think that they were considered hard, and that it was meant for other people to do and not me. And I always felt like I just stayed in my own lane doing what I thought was my thing. But what I realized is that I can do hard things, and I can move safely out of my own lane and test these other lanes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. It's like I'm on a road.
We are so much alike.
Right? I'm on because when I talked to you on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Who was it that connected us? Was it Linda?
It was Linda it was Linda that connected, but I also know Kathy really well.
Yes. But I think she did like a little intro to connect us.
Yes.
And these are members of OWA, the Optical Women's Association. And I don't know if people have followed me on LinkedIn, but I did make a post about this wonderful retreat that was called Unplugged, and that was my first professional, like within industry retreat, but it was so non-industry, right? Because we didn't talk about our titles, we didn't ask each other about our jobs, and so it brought people within the industry, but our few days together was just purely bonding on ourselves,
our commonality,
our
too,
commonality,
what we were
our
going
own
through
individual
in our
people
lives,
coming in together. So, but I think that's where I am. So thank Kathy and thank Linda for introducing us together, because we do have a lot in common.
I know,
and I think that's what they saw.
I know,
right? They were like, you got to meet her.
Yeah, that's exactly what they told me. Like they said, Dr. Bianes, you have to meet Dr. Chu.
Yeah.
You're going to love her. And I think I do. No.
Yeah. Well, but it is, like what you were saying and what I was using, like lanes, we're learning new things.
Yeah,
for example, this podcast.
Yeah.
I would have never, ever imagined myself doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Because it does somewhat involve some technology, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I can learn hard things. And posting, posting takes a while to make a polished post, right?
Yes.
On social media. And so that also takes creative energy.
Yeah.
And I never tapped into my creative energy when I was practicing or raising my children, right?
Right.
So I think we're on this beautiful path of self-discovery of how much we can achieve and do and embrace and dance and celebrate.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
It is exciting.
Yes.
All right, we will do one more round and then we'll call it a night.
Okay.
So there was a dinner party here at this restaurant tonight, and it started at 6:30.
Yes.
And I think it ended around 9. It's after 9 right now.
What time is it?
I have no idea.
Ooh, yeah, it's almost 10.
It's almost 10 p.m. So, and if there was any background noise, people were still inside the restaurant. So there are people that are, being served and cleaning and all that. And we also have TV sets playing around us as well. So, all right.
What's your favorite way to spend a Sunday?
For me, I think my favorite day, thing to do on a Sunday. Well, I do it every day. I do spend my God moments. I do that 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day. But Sunday, I am going to share that I created something on social media, and it's called 3-Word Sunday.
Wow.
All right. And my intent was, it was coming from my relationship with my faith. And I was hoping to inspire others to kind of, even if they don't have a faith, but it's planting a seed, right, to make them reflect, how did your whole week go, right? And what are the things that we're thankful for? And so that's what I like that. So that's what I do now on Sundays.
So 3-Word Sunday?
It's called 3-Word Sunday. So
you think of 3 words that you're thankful for or grateful for?
Just whatever comes in that represents that past week that you want to share. And so I have people comment and let me know what their 3 words are. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's what I have decided to do on my Sunday mornings, is that's my devotion.
Oh.
My way of showing devotion.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
And so for me, Sunday has been, my parents are aging. My dad was 97. He passed away in 2024, and my mom's 93 now. So my husband and I always take them to church, so we would take them to church. And then my other siblings would meet us, so we would all go to church together.
Nice.
And then we would go out to brunch afterwards and spend time with the family. So usually Sunday's a family day, so we try to spend time with family and sometimes go out and ride bikes with my husband later on in the afternoon. So
nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a full Sunday.
It is.
Yeah. It's just I'm an empty nester right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I usually my Monday through Saturday is already so busy that Sunday I try to lay low.
But it's supposed to be a rest day. So
yes. I'm still busy, but I don't. A lot of times I'm busy inside the house. There's still things like cleaning up and tidying up and things like that, and ready for the upcoming week, and so. But yeah. All right, one more hard one, and then was this the one I think I already read? Okay, here we go.
I think this is so cute. Soft cheese and hard cheese.
This came in the shower between 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
See, I do my best thinking in the shower.
Okay, I'm trying to pull. Oh my gosh, there's so many in here right now. I just got to pull one of them. It's okay. Here we go. I know. All right. What fear have you faced to keep moving forward? I don't understand that question. What fear
have you faced to keep moving forward? Well, my greatest fear was actually public speaking. So that's something I faced, and then I just keep on saying yes to people when they ask me, like you, do you want to be on my podcast? I'm like, sure, with a smile. Do you think that's what I meant?
Yeah.
Or it did make me start moving forward to being involved in a lot of different things when I overcame that fear of speaking in public.
Yeah. You know what? Gosh, we are very much the same, because I'm trying to think, I was trying to answer it differently from you, right? But it comes back to speaking. That was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
And again, this is where I'm going to say that other people recognized my abilities before I was able to recognize it. And so when I was given that opportunity to be a speaker, for one of the contact lens manufacturing companies, it's like, of course I said yes, right? Because it was an honor. But oh my goodness, there was so much fear before my first presentation. I had been probably over practicing. You know, I would practice in my sleep. I would practice in front of my dogs. I would practice in the car while driving to work. And this was probably like even a month out before the event, you know, because I just didn't want to. I kept thinking that if I messed up, that I would be a failure. That's how I literally. So I'm like, I can't fail. I can't fail in front of all these people. That was the fear.
Yeah.
And but you know, I think 6 or 7 years out now, it's like, and I've done over 100 of the presentations, and I feel so much more confident that it made me feel more confident in other respects too. Like even just going into the exam room, talking to my patients about that I just flew back from a speaking engagement. It was like, it just brings a little bit of a lift in my voice as I'm talking to my patients, because they'll lean in and go, oh, what was it on? I'll be like, oh, it's about the contact lenses that you're wearing right now, how wonderful they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think, boy, we share a lot in common. So, all right, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I know that you were in charge of this dinner event tonight. So I'm so thankful that even with you coming early to set up for this event, and then you saying yes to the podcast, and maybe part of your personality is that you can't say no, but I don't know. I'm just so, jeez. But I am so grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
and
thank you for asking.
Yeah, I hope you had fun.
Of course, I had a great time. I think because we were alike, we had a great time.
Yes. Well, I can't wait for you to actually see the episode when it drops. And so I'll definitely let you know. But it's a weekly podcast, just so you know. So yeah.
Thank you.
Let me say bye to my followers. I just want to always remind you that in life we do have to cherish those moments, right? Because we never know when that next moment may never come. And so that's why I encourage every one of you to see life more clearly, lead boldly, and also live purposefully. So until next time, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.